thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
Grab the mic. But
thanks for having me.
I was gonna say, we were just talking about some wrestling stuff. Obviously, you're crushing it right now. But I've always been curious, like, how do they decide? We're getting right into it. Who gets to win?
Honestly, I think it's just like the way the crowd receives you, right? The way like,
but not in the match though. Like over time, right?
Yeah, I guess because it's like you got to keep in mind like these writers have been producing and working on these stories for like months now, right? So like the outcome of this, like the Bloodline storyline has been going on for like 3+ years now. So like they've been pouring their blood, sweat, and tears into this, right? So like they know how they're developing these characters. Like you see Jey Uso started as the right-hand man of Roman, and now he won the world title at WrestleMania. So like his progression is just like insane. So I think like that's the way they kind of like have to go about it, and like they'll put you in these positions and see how the crowd reacts, and it's like if they accept it or like they're like, all right, let's fucking run with it.
I'm always like, so is the storyline that long? Did you like when you were born, were they like, you're gonna be a wrestler? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they're like, we know he's having a kid.
I feel like yes.
Imagine it's that
yes
long.
And no, because like I see, dude, believe it or not, I see pictures of myself like 2-3 years old, like in the crowd in WCW, like 99, like 2000, like
legendary.
And I'm still there, and like my dad's like doing this shit out on TV, like doing the filthy animal stuff, and then like you fast forward me in SummerSlam of 05, I'm 8 years old in the ring with Eddie Guerrero, and then a couple years later I'm in the ring with CM Punk. I'm 12 years so, but like never like when I was in high school and stuff, never did my dad like hey, do you want to wrestle? Do you want to try and wrestle? Like, and plus I went to like a small high school, so like never like we had the main sports, soccer, football, basketball, like, but I'm sure if they had like wrestling, I would have been like, yeah, fucking I want to try it. Like my dad wrestles, like I want to try it, but like they never had it, so I never really like pushed for it.
When did you get into wrestling?
So like, dude, I always loved wrestling because like I was always around it my whole life. Like I grew up Catholic, and when you're baptized, you have like your godparents, right? You have 2 godparents. I have 7. They're all wrestlers.
Wait, how does that work? How do you get so many?
It's a lucha thing.
They were just like, fuck it.
My dad was like, he goes, I can't leave any of my boys out. So he had all 7 luchadors come in there. I have 7 godfathers. There's a picture of all of them holding, like trying to hold me or even like touching me to make sure that they're also in the picture. Like, but it's pretty nutty, man. It's just kind of been around me my whole life. But I would say like maybe after high school, I did a semester and a half, maybe. Yeah, I would say semester and a half in JUCO. I was like, man, I told my dad, I was like, let me give this a shot. Let's see where this goes. And he told me, he was like, all right. He goes, I'm gonna give you 1 day. He goes, and off that 1 day, he goes, me and your godfather, Conan. He's like, we'll let you know if you have what it takes, or if we see something in you that
And you show up in practice, right?
Yeah, I trained for 3 years before I had my first match.
And what is the hardest part of wrestling?
Man, I would say not only like the toll it takes on your body, like for like I've been in the business for almost 5 years now.
Yeah.
I've had a punctured lung. I tore my Tommy John ligament, and that's like very minor things.
While performing or while practicing?
No, while performing.
Oh,
and like
shit.
Had to continue through these matches, but it's like that's very minimal compared to like some of these guys. Like for example, my dad 12 surgeries just on his left knee, 4 on his bicep, on each bicep. He just tore his groin, so he had groin surgery. So like these guys have like, it's just the toll it has on your body too, and like the travel. Like it's 365 days a year. Every Monday we're on the road. Like there's no Monday we're not stopping. Like football, soccer, everyone has an off season. We don't have an off season.
Yeah, that's something that I forget who was talking about it, but it might have been John Cena who was talking about how he likes Triple H kind of being in charge of that whole, like where it's going and how much it's going, because he was actually a wrestler and he knew what it was like, the sort of demanding on the body.
100%. Like I feel like back in the day, like a lot of the wrestlers, they would go overseas and wrestle for 2 weeks straight, right? 14 days straight overseas, come back, do TV, and then still 5-6 days a week they're wrestling.
No family time.
No family time.
Yeah.
Like you'd come home and it'd be the 2-3 days, but then you're gone again because you have TV that next day. But like now for us, it's like it's slowed down so much. Because we used to have live events where we would do non-televised like shows.
Yeah.
Where like we would be in the middle of, I don't know, anywhere. And if we had TV, like let's say here in LA, we would do a house show in Ontario and maybe San Diego, and then lead up to TV here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But now we don't really do live events because like for some strange reason, I don't know what it is. Definitely a business side of it that I don't.
You don't stream. Wait, no, they do.
No, it's just they don't do them anymore. Like they're like taking them out because we used to travel Saturdays and Sundays to do live, but now it's only TVs. Only TVs Mondays and Fridays.
So what, the WrestleMania thing, the one that I went to, that was live though, yeah.
Yeah, that was live. That's televised.
How do they decide what they're gonna do live or not? Do you know?
So like
By the way, bro, I know I was saying this before we got on the pod, but like I had no idea. Like I love wrestling. I grew up playing all the video games, watching wrestling, like big part of my childhood. I had no idea how insane in real life that fan base is.
Yeah.
Like I've been to packed stadiums for like artists, A-list celebrity, like artists, like weekend kind of shit. Then the kind of energy that was in that fucking WrestleMania 41, I was like, what the fuck?
It's different, right?
And not only that, but from beginning to end, the seats are full.
Yeah.
And I'm looking like from the top to the bottom. I'm like, dude, people, because I'll go to UFC fights, sit like ringside, and that's amazing as well. But like, you know, people will leave and they'll go grab some stuff, and they're waiting for like their fighter that they really want to watch.
There's like a popcorn fight, right, where people go and get food and shit.
Exactly. And here it's like from the beginning to end, they're locked in.
Yeah.
And I was at the front because a good friend of mine got some really nice tickets, and everyone who's in the front is like, they're like a part of the fucking show almost.
Yeah.
Like they know everything.
Yeah.
It's fucking different, dude.
Even overseas, it's even crazier. Like the crowds are even more into, because like they have the chants and stuff here, but like over there, it's like nonstop, like like they had we were in Lyon, France last year, and for the first time, like in a lot, like maybe ever, the cameras were like literally the cameramen were shaking because of how loud the building was shaking. Like you can feel like everything in that building just shake, and it's just the fans we have, man, are diehard fans.
Do you think? I think it's because people. It's almost like, obviously it's not a book, but it's like a good book, like the storyline. It's all about the storyline.
Yeah, I think it's like like a good soap opera, but like we actually like hit each other.
Yeah,
like,
because I see the guys' backs are actually all fucked up.
Yeah.
Like it's weird because I remember when I forget, it was like, I don't know how old I was, and I was like, it's not real. I was like, whoa, I'm like my world was shattered. It was like worse than finding out Santa was. I don't give a fuck about that. Wrestling wasn't real. Was like, wait, what the fuck? But to watch it, obviously, there's no way people are like falling through chair or falling through tables, and they're not like actually getting kind of fucked up.
Yeah, you can't fake that.
Yeah, and people are getting smacked. So, like I'm always so curious, like how do wrestlers perfect, like specifically the kick? Like the kick to the face.
Oh god!
Like when they spin,
like the Shawn Michaels super kick.
Yeah, I'm like, how are they doing this? Because like this, you're definitely getting hit sometimes.
You're getting hit in the face, but like, so that's why you have two schools of learning into it. Like the old school way is like you sit there and you take it, right? You just, if the guy's good enough, he'll either just barely touch you or he'll fucking hit you, and you just got to sit there and take it. Or there's that new school where it's like, you got to protect yourself a little bit. So when you see that kick coming, you kind of put your hand up to, you're still going to get hit, but like there's like a little layer there.
Yeah.
But no matter what, you're getting hit.
Have you ever been like injured in like training where you like got actually up, or you get hit and you're like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like I remember my first couple like bumps when we actually like have to land. It definitely like knocked the wind out of me. Cause what they made us do was we had to like, we'd start in like a corner of a ring, and we'd like run to the middle and jump up as high as we could, and then just flat back bump. So you just jump up and just land on your back. And if you're not used to it, like the instant wind, and if you don't tuck your chin, like the momentum just whiplashes you sometimes if you're just not used to tucking your chin with
Yeah.
it. So
You
like
go bang, yeah.
the first couple of bumps that I took, I was definitely like concussed because like I wasn't used to tucking my chin. So I take the bump and I wake up and I see fucking stars everywhere and I'm like, this is. But you hear coach again, so you gotta stumble up to the corner and fucking keep going because it's like it's a like an unspoken rule in wrestling where you can't like you gotta no sell it, like you can't show pain, you just gotta keep going.
Yeah. What I'm so curious because like obviously when it's showtime, there's fucking like 20, 60,000, however many people in the stadium full. When you're practicing, how many people are there?
None. Well, also we don't really practice.
There's not like a rehearsal thing?
Like we rehearse the angles of where the cameras are going to be for what we're gonna do, if that makes sense. So like we don't really practice like our moves.
You don't run the whole thing through?
We'll like talk about it, but we don't necessarily like run the whole thing through. We'll like if there's like a big moment that we want to capture, we'll like tell the cameras like we want this angle or we want that angle. But we won't necessarily like go through the whole thing. We'll just talk about it and then we go out there and do it.
So when you're actually doing it and it's like live and you're wrestling, it's like it's kind of improv.
Yes. Yeah, because even too, like there's like I remember working when I first started, I'm a bad guy now, but when I first started, I was a babyface and I was tagging with John Cena and my dad.
Yeah.
And I remember depending on how the crowd would react, John would talk to me and tell me like what I needed to do differently and what I needed to change to adapt to how the crowd
while you're wrestling?
Yeah. To how the crowd was reacting. We would change something in the match right then and there.
And what? That's when he's like grabbing you or something? He's like saying it to you?
Yeah.
What
or
the
like
fuck?
or like yeah, there's just different ways we communicate in there. Or even like I don't know if this is too much, but like through the ref too, like he'll say something to the ref will come say it back to me and like we'll communicate. There's like a lot of little,
that's
like,
so cool.
Yeah, there's like a lot of different ways that we like communicate and like talk to like, but like it's different now, but like that's very old school to like change it right there on the fly because like you're listening to the crowd and how they're reacting.
So yeah, I want to go back to that. Like, how do you become like the champ in a way, right? Because so people they have to recognize that the audience really likes this guy,
Yeah,
and then they want you to rise.
I guess so, and also like the one thing I got told constantly when I won this title was.
The crowd went nuts, by the way. I was like, what the fuck?
It was crazy. Because
Yeah.
I've been getting booed, bro. Like, I get booed out of buildings for the past 3 years.
Bro, I don't know if there's anyone they boo more than Logan Paul. that guy's like a super villain to them.
It's crazy because now they hate him and like me. So, like, because me and Logan have gone out there and done promos together, and they'll fucking boo the hell out of us.
Yeah.
Now,
You guys are fucking entertaining, though, man.
Yeah.
And he's so good. I text him, was like, bro, this WWE shit is like so good.
it's different,
So
man.
good.
And I tell everyone, once you're like there and like witness it live in person, it's a whole different beast.
Yeah, I want to go back. I want to go
Yeah.
to more of them now.
Dude, we have an event coming June 7th at the Intuit Dome.
I'm going.
Money
for
in the
sure.
money that one will have ladders and shit because that's the Money in the Bank. People got to climb to get the briefcase.
Bro, that was the most fun game mode ever
Yeah.
back in the day. Like on SmackDown and the dude. Oh my God, I used to love wrestling. Did you ever play those games?
Of course.
So now do they have you in games now?
Yeah.
My
and it's,
God.
And it's a 2K too. So it's like I grew up playing like 2K basketball or like Madden and stuff. So like now being in like 2K WWE, like I'm in the games. Like it's definitely a huge blessing.
Yeah, that's sick. That's so cool. They have, I'm assuming they have legacy characters too in the games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
All time for me, I mean, it'd have to be, Eddie Guerrero. Just because like the relationship I had with him, the relationship he had with my family, and now like being an adult and like being in this business, like seeing what he did for me, like as a kid, like, and not knowing then, like, dude, so many people would have loved to have just been in the same room as him. I got to share a ring with him as a kid. So like seeing that now as an adult, I'm like, man, like that's huge.
Is your dad super proud of you?
I mean, I'd like to think so. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm already better than he was, and it only took me like 5 years.
I've seen you talk about it like that. Is that real? Is that like
I just think it's true. I feel like I'm just speaking. I'm speaking honestly. Like,
Why do you think that is?
I've only been doing it I had my first match ever in 2020. August of 2020 was my first match. So like, we're in 2025. This August will be my 5-year anniversary. Like, I've held 3 different titles, 2 different women in the WWE. Like, you know, like I feel like it writes itself. Like I say I'm a 20-year vet because I've debuted in 2005, but like, nah, man, I just feel like I'm speaking honestly. Like, I've done things that he never has, and I'm barely breaking in. I feel like I'm just scratching the surface.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just getting started, man. The way the crowd reacted to you winning was like super high.
Yeah, it was different, man. I'm telling. I get chills every time I talk about it because it's surreal. Like, I never experienced that in my life. Like, it was crazy.
What like, because there's always like ebbs and flows, there's always ups and downs. Do you know if, like, how much do the wrestlers communicate with the writers?
So I feel like we have good communication with the writers, and like, we also like, if we don't like something, we can vocalize that, and they'll work with us to, well, if they're really set on an idea, they'll help us understand where they're coming from and why they think that idea like really works, and long-term wise, why they think it'll work. So like, that really helps with us, like, especially like having like an open line of communication like that with them. Yeah. But like, at the end of the day, like, I'm a company man, so like, whatever they need from me, like,
you're gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, damn. But then when they're like, yeah, you have to give this shit up. It's like, fuck.
You know, there's a famous story out there. So the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, his name is Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with him.
I've heard the name.
So yeah. Honky Tonk, he's the longest reigning. The only reason he's the longest reigning is because he refused to lose. So I might have to pull.
Just refuse, bro.
I have to pull a Honky Tonk Man and just be like, oh, not tonight. Doesn't work for me, brother.
I'm never giving this.
I'm never giving this shit up.
That's funny, man. It's just it's such a. And also the production. I couldn't believe how much they put into it. I'm like, I'm in there looking like, there's this many. I wonder how much. I don't know if you would know this answer, but I wonder how much it costs to put on a show like that.
Dude, honestly, I have no idea, but I know the amount of trucks that we travel with weekly. Like, there's so many trucks. Like, we were in Omaha, Nebraska last week, and like, half the trucks took up like a whole. They had to close down a street because like, we're not in a big town in Omaha, and it's like they're shutting down half the street for our trucks.
It's probably millions, bro.
It's got to
put on a show.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Because the production was nuts, dude.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Roman came out, and they had like these fucking things that were coming down. It was showing. I was like, as he was walking, they were going like
right next to him. Right?
I was like, what the fuck?
And even when like Cody came out, he had like the dirt
bro,
bikes
there was fucking
shit.
fireworks inside.
Like, it's insane, bro. Like, it's genuinely like I don't know. It's the world's best circus or something. Because like we're like I feel like we're the world's best performers at what we do. And like how we do it, because no one does it like we do, and it's just like, it's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy how long the WWE has fucking held that. Like, this is the spot.
Yeah,
these are the guys
for sure.
Because it seems like these other sort of federations or things have popped up, but it's like they're always trying to get to that.
Yeah, and it also too, like, I just feel like WWE's just had such a head start on everyone, right? Yeah. Like, they've just been around for so long and understood how to run this like massive beast of a company that they've become, right? And now especially with TKO and UFC coming in, and like they just bought like PBR and they AAA out of Mexico, so it's like they
bought professional bull riding.
Yeah, PBR, TKO.
They bought that.
Yeah, it's part of TKO now.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, they're just taking over everything at this point. So it's like, how do you stop something that's like already so ahead of the game, and
especially production?
Yeah, and like, it would, like I said, there's just no one out there that does it like we do.
Yeah. So the future of this, like, you're thinking you're just never going to give it up?
I'm going to try my best not to give it. I'm going to defend it on Saturday. I got a flight to St. Louis tomorrow. We got SmackDown and Backlash out there. So, I mean,
how many different titles are there though?
So there's on Raw, there's the tag titles, there's the Intercontinental, the Women's Intercontinental, and the World Heavyweight. So there's 4, I think 4 on each side.
Okay. And do you do weightlifting? I'm assuming. Like, what do you do to like prepare for this kind? Is it just wrestling?
Like, I mean, this is a weird way to answer it, because like, I feel like as a wrestler, like, you want to be in the ring constantly, right? You want to like keep going, but like, we're so tired and like beat up from what we do and stuff that like I just go and work out. Like I don't necessarily like go in the gym and in the ring and like roll around and bump and stuff. And like, but like I will try to get in the gym at least 5-6 times a week. Cause like
maybe it's just a lot of recovery shit.
It's definitely a lot more recovery. Cause back in the day, like they took pride in like wrestling 5-6 days a week and then like not complaining and then just no recovery at all. But now it's like you're wrestling 1 or 2 times a week, but the recovery is like you're getting massages, you're doing ice baths. You're like, we have masseuses at our shows to like help us out and stuff. Like whenever we're like feeling stressed or tight and stuff, like, so like there's definitely more now that helps the boys and like helps our recovery to keep us healthy and safe than there were like back then, I feel like.
Yeah. All right, guys, quick interruption for the podcast. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I've talked about it, but it never is not important. If you guys are in a point in your life where you're like, listen, I need a little bit of outside advice on some sort of situation that you're going through, something that you're trying to figure out, or if you just need to get your thoughts out in a way that, you know, you're not going to receive some sort of biased input back from a friend or a family member or someone in your close circle, this has helped me. Talk therapy has been a part of my life at multiple different occasions in my life, and throughout my life, I've done it and it has helped. Again, it's just to help you process whatever it is that you're trying to process from a different angle. Give BetterHelp a shot. It's really easy. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to drive somewhere. You don't need to waste time sitting in traffic. So it's easy to get done. You don't need to worry about like all the details around it. Make it really simple for yourself. Log in, jump on a web call. Very easy. Set your time, meet with the person, talk to them, say whatever you got to say, and get some advice, get some input, get some unbiased perspective, like help. Go to betterhelp.com/rawtalk to get 10% off your first month. Again, that's betterhelp.com/rawtalk to get 10% off your first month today. Again, I can't recommend it enough. If you're in a spot where you're like, man, I just need to get some sort of outside perspective, this is where to go. So give it a shot, betterhelp.com. Let's get back in this podcast. So did you do anything before? Like, what were you doing before you really got into wrestling? Was it like
just school?
Yeah,
school and working. Yeah, before I started, well, actually, dude, I was 260 before I started.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's a funny number.
Not a healthy 260.
Okay, it's one of my favorite numbers.
Are you 260?
Yeah, yeah.
No shit.
That's one of my favorite numbers.
Actually, I got my wallet right here. You're gonna crack up when you see
you were
this
fat.
picture. I was a fat 260.
Fuck yeah, let's see it. Oh, yo. Yeah, you were fat. So wait, why did you decide to not be fat anymore?
I got tired.
Yeah, you were fucking fat.
I was big, dude. I was a big boy.
Eating a lot of tacos or what, bro?
I will. You know, I'm a San Diego born and raised kid. So like
a lot of good food.
Food. And you know, mama's cooking at home was never a disappointment. But like I was living off of like California burritos and 4x4s at In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Just being a sicko. I mean, I still do that now, but like I work out and like I'm in the ring and I try to stay consistent. Like I'm more like healthy about it.
Yeah. But how do you get at like the high flying shit? Like Logan and you, and then there's who else? Who else is really good at that? Like the acrobatic kind of shit.
There's a couple guys out there that do way better stuff than I do. I know Logan's out there doing. He tries to break the internet every time he's out there. With some
of course.
Athletic
Classic
shit.
style.
Of course, only Logan could, right? But honestly, like we have guys like, dude, my dad who's 50 years old. Still doing it. Like as much as I hate to give him credit, like that dude's still flying around like it's nothing, and he's
50.
Like I feel like he could any bump he takes, he'll fucking turn into dust.
Turn to dust.
But like he's one of them. We have guys like Phoenix who just got signed, who had his debut match too. Like we have so many talented guys that like can go, but it's like it's just crazy how much talent the WWE actually has right now.
Would they ever have you, like, would you ever fight your dad?
Of course. I already did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lost, but you know,
I thought you said you were better than him.
So here's the thing. Every time he's beaten me, he's had help. The first time he had help from Bad Bunny, and the second time he had help from fucking, what's his name? One of the Kelsey brothers.
But so when did they start incorporating like these celebrities like that? I think that's more recent, huh?
I think once they realize it's
funny because all these guys for sure grew up also watching,
yeah,
playing the video games, loving wrestling.
100%. I think it was like the company realized that they were bringing in different viewership, right, into the product that was also growing our product. So I think that helped because like you're bringing in like now the YouTuber eyes from Logan and I Show Speed, and you got, you know, guys like Travis and Bad Bunny coming in, and it's like, and not only that, but like these guys are actually like taking the time to like dedicate it. Like Bad Bunny stopped his tour and like trained for like 4 months to like get in the ring with us.
Sick.
Like that's great. Like that's, for us, that's like that earned a lot of respect from the boys, because it's like you took the time to like learn our art form, what we do. And like same with Logan, dude. Like the fact that Logan like has a ring at his house and is like actually trying to like get in there and get better every day, and like not just talking the talk, but like actually walking the walk.
Yeah,
like,
bro's super athletic.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, I had his first match with him. Like the way that he was able to like pick things up like very naturally.
Yeah.
Like he's not better than me, but he's like very natural at it.
Yeah, respect. I love it, dude. So okay, who do you think the best wrestlers of all time are?
Of all time, I think it depends on your interpretation of all time, because there's the best of all time on who've brought in the most amount of money, and then there's the best of all time like in ring.
Who's brought in the most amount of money?
I would say guys like Hogan, Rock, Stone Cold, Ric Flair. Like those guys are bringing.
I was so
it, like,
sad. I left right before Stone Cold came out, and
right
he hit
before
that.
he hit that lady.
He hit the wall.
Hit the wall and the lady bump. Did you see I was in a little incident myself. I don't know if you saw that. So I did a press conference after I won the title, after the show, and security was taking me back, and a lady jumped in front of my golf cart, and it just,
what the fuck?
I told the guy we had to keep going though.
We gotta get there.
We gotta keep going.
Is that lady? Is that the person who got hit by Stone Cold? Are they trying to make it like some deal, like they're trying to sue or something?
Oh, I have no idea. Yeah. I just saw the video and I was like,
I was sad because I watched a clip of him like crack the beers, and my buddy where I was sitting was like right there. And I saw it and I was like, oh fuck! This moment of like I could have been right there.
You're like, that's what I wanted. The Stone Cold moment.
That dude, I'm telling you, it was like because he was in the corner, the left corner, if it's shot from like back this way, and the seat was right
where the stairs were, right coming up.
Yeah, and I saw him, the whole time in the clip, and I was just staring at him like that could have been me. That was me.
I could have gotten wet with Stone Cold's beer.
Fuck, dude. So who do you think are athletically the best wrestlers?
Athletically the best, I think you have, my personal opinion, you have Eddie Guerrero, Ricky Steamboat. Man, I want to say guys like Macho Man.
Yeah.
And even like guys like today, like Seth Rollins. Like he's just so good.
How old is that guy?
I don't know. He's got to be like maybe mid 30s.
Yeah.
Mid to, I want to say late 30s.
Yo, sure. Do they? Fuck! I swear they lie about their weights. Because Roman came out there like 270. I was like, that guy is not 270. He's a big dude, but he's like, they definitely lie about the weights.
I mean, I can tell you,
buff it up a little bit.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Randy's a solid. That
motherfucker's huge.
He lies about his weight in they said he's 275. He's probably like 310.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's massive. He is a humongous human being.
Yeah, but Roman, they said he was 270. I was like, nah, don't do that.
I don't know. Roman's a big dude.
He's big, but he's not 270. He's shredded. He's shredded. I'm telling you, because I stood right next, because I was right there watching him come on. They said his weight, and I was like, no.
It's that Samoan way, dude.
No. Nah, bro is guaranteed. I saw him. He's shredded. He's in amazing shape. Great wrestler. He's 210, bro.
You think?
Yeah, 220 at the most.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not good with weight, but like, I mean,
do they gas that up though? They have to.
I mean, I've never given my weight.
What do they say your weight is?
I think 175 to 200.
Oh, okay.
And so I assume, because every town that we go to, we do physicals because of the state commissions and stuff, that we got to do like certain physicals. So they take our weight and blood pressure. So I assume maybe there, because I've never given my weight.
Yeah, maybe they just like to gas it up because it sounds cooler. I don't know. I was like, there's no way
to start saying 250 for me.
Yeah, so they could use the fat version.
give me the 250. Yeah, Big Dom.
Yeah, hell yeah. Would you ever get bigger? Do you think you ever get?
I think if I did it the right way and like got big right and then like lost it and like meant something. Like,
I see.
does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or if like if there's like a storyline where like I just lost all hope of life and like just got super big and then had to make like this massive like
so
rocky comeback.
You're fully dedicated to the game. Like you would
Dude,
do.
I'd be down.
Yeah. Where do you think you take this? Like obviously you're it's not like you're old in wrestling by any means right now, but like where does this go? Do you try to do the acting thing? Do you try to go into other like what other verticals?
I feel like everyone tries to do the acting thing, especially since like, you know, the biggest actor in the world happens to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
The Rock. So it's like, I don't know, man. Personally, for me, I feel like I really want to like cement myself in wrestling and like really try and like, because you hear Mysterio again, you think Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, that's fair.
But then like every now and again, you get those people, you get that new generation that's coming up, and you hear Mysterio, they think Dirty Dom, they think or Daddy Dom, you know. But like that's my goal, you know. I want people to like, I want to take that Mysterio name to like the next level because I know my dad put it like he took it worldwide, but like I know if there's something more that I can do with it, I'm gonna try my best to do it.
Yeah. Do you think social media plays a big role in this stuff now?
100%.
Because like, dude, the interaction too on the social media pages are nuts.
Yes, 100%. I feel like social, like guys back then didn't have social media. Actually, the one guy that knew social media was gonna like start kicking back up or like become a thing, and he fully took advantage of it, and he's like doing what's like huge with it now is Zack Ryder. He's like he wrestled for WWE and now he does independence, but like he started doing like the internet stuff back in the day, called himself like the internet champion, and now it's like social media is like all we use for like to promote any sort of thing, whether it's, you know, like I just came back from India. I did so much promotion for just like social stuff in India, like just social promotion for like Instagram and X and TikTok, and like that's all we did. So it's like the social platforms I feel like have so much power nowadays, and like so they bring such a high viewership to us that it's like it's hard not to like pay attention to what it's doing. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, it's got to make it way bigger than it probably could have ever been, for sure. Yeah. And then I think with like the backing of TKO and the production value is just like it's almost like it's interesting because it's an old sport. It's been around for a long time. Like people have been doing this for a very long time, but it almost like seems like it could get way bigger than it already is.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of people say like the Attitude Era was like the biggest wrestling has ever been, but I feel like now, like what we're getting into now currently with what's happening with TKO and WWE and like the partnership with TNA, they just purchased AAA. Like wrestling is becoming like, it was already cool, but like it's becoming like it's taking on another form because of how big it's becoming.
Yeah.
Like it's like Pokemon. It's just evolving at this point.
Yeah, it's dope. And then seeing all the celebrities getting involved and being a part of it too. Even like there was a bunch of UFC fighters that at 41. It's cool to see, man.
Yeah.
It's got to be cool to be a big part of it.
For sure.
You know?
It's definitely it's a huge blessing because like I look back at like pictures of when I first started like with my dad and stuff, and I'm like, I had no business being in the ring with anybody like at that point in time, you know. But like I look at myself now and it's like, you know, I'm holding this title for a reason, you know. A lot of the things people first said to me when I won the title is like, the title doesn't make you make that title, and you're the one that puts asses in seats. Like that's why you got the title. So it's like, you know, it's cool to be a part of it.
It's just, but when I hear that though, I'm just like, they can just write whatever they want though.
Yeah.
But they're writing it, they are writing it based off the reaction, it seems like.
Yeah, but then again, like I feel like that's what makes WWE like so cool and special, because like they're literally creating like stars, like from scratch. Like we have our developmental system, like down, we have our PC down there where they're bringing in college athletes, you know, people from all over the place, and they're turning these people into stars and like creating them with this new show and LFG and stuff. And it's like, there's so many opportunities now that we have that they didn't have back then to like actually make. And even like now with social media, if if you're somebody on social media, you can come get a WWE tryout and like if they
Bro,
like
I
you.
want to
and you-
do this.
Like it's crazy.
I think I want to do this. It sounds so fucking fun.
like it's a whole thing, bro. It's crazy, especially like of how big it's growing and gotten. Like it's
So how do you become a part of it then? Like, how are they even picking new people? Just based on social?
so there's like I've heard that like certain people, like certain college athletes, have gotten like a message from a WWE recruiting page where it's like, hey, we're gonna have a tryout. Like, would you like to come out or something? Or I think there's like, again, I don't know because I never had a tryout. I just kind of like
Yeah.
walked in, and then I guess my tryout was live on like at SummerSlam, like make it or break it, kid. Like,
Yeah.
because I wasn't signed at that time, so it was like we either like you or we don't. So
Yeah.
but like I think now is with the college athletes and stuff, like if they see something, they'll pick you up and they'll send you down to the PC in Orlando, and you're out there grinding and wrestling 7 days a week.
Damn. So let's talk about, I don't know how much you can talk about this, but like the money side of it,
Mhm.
right? Do you have, obviously you have like, because I've seen you have brands that you kind of work with. Are they brands that they tell you to work with? Or is it like, are you specifically being like, are they separate?
So
Or are you owned by the whole, like the thing, you know?
So I'm, as far as like when it comes to like promotion side of the company and like with myself, brand partnership deals, like that goes through the company. Like
Yeah.
like I just did a Cricket Wireless meet and greet that goes
Right.
through the company. Casey's Pizza through the company. I'm doing a Wheatley vodka through the company. But like all that stuff goes through them. But when I wear like, for example, if I want to wear some like Louis Vuitton or like I'm wearing a Rolex or anything outside of that, that's all on me personally. Like that's not like on the outside or like anything with like Nike and stuff. Like that's, and they try not to like, especially on TV, like no major, like I can't have like Off-White across my chest.
Yeah, of course.
But like like if we're doing like an arrival shot, like I can wear a nice fit with like a brand name, and they won't like.
But can you get your own like sort of sponsorships or deals outside of the company, or is it just kind of like?
I mean, we haven't really explored that, but I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
Like I know Drew McIntyre just did like Project Rock with Under Armour, but again, that's also tied in with The Rock, who's
Right.
part owner of the company as well. So it's like I don't really know. It's all I'm still a new kid on the block when it comes to all this stuff. So like.
So they sign you in like what, like 5-year kind of contracts, or?
So for me, I didn't. So I when I debuted in August, we were figuring all that stuff out. But like, I think it just depends on how long. Because I know there's been times where some guys signed like 5 to 4 to 3-year deals, but it just kind of depends on the terms of the contract and what they want.
Yeah. Well, so what kind of money is it? Without, I mean, you don't got to give away, like, you don't got to say exact amount.
Yeah, I mean,
because that's
main roster is definitely like once you're on like TV, like Raw and SmackDown, I would say like you're making good money, like definitely like 6 figures, you know, around there. Depends on what you're doing. But
for the
like,
year or for the month?
No, for the year.
For the year, okay.
For the year, for sure. I would say, but it just kind of like, again, it depends on like what you're doing, because like when you're first getting signed, like if you're doing like an NXT deal, that's different. But then once from NXT you move on to the main roster, that's a whole different contract, because now you're main roster, you're not NXT anymore. So like that, the money just it all just depends too on how you're getting used and your merchandise sales and like your action figures and the video game stuff, and like there's just so much that goes into it that like it's hard to say like a specific amount.
But they obviously they track like sales, and they see who's, you know, they're buying shirts or they're buying merch, if it's like your stuff. Or I wonder if they're even like, how many people are playing as him on the video game.
But like even so, like to a certain extent, like they still sell DVDs, but like everyone's on the DVD, right? So like, or for example, like an action figure, but you're in like a 2-pack with someone else. So it's like all that like kind of just depends on, even back in the day. So like now we do stuff like we're on Netflix now. So it's like a certain thing. But like back in the day, it would be, you would get a certain amount if you were on the pay-per-view, because people would have to go on DirecTV and buy the pay-per-view. So like wrestlers would probably get a cut of that from back in the day. But like now I feel like all that stuff's changed, because it's just, it's so different now, and like structures and business and how everything has grown. It's just different levels to it for sure.
So how do you know you're getting taken care of like optimally? Like obviously they're taking care of you. Like they you're winning.
Like I'm that guy over there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So it's just management.
Yeah. Oh, and like too, like I've known this kid since I was 14. Like we grew up together. I'm 28 now, so it's like I feel like if anyone has my back, it's like he does, right? Sure. And it's like, and he does a good job of like dumbing it down for me, because like you could tell me something and I'll sit there and nod and be like, yeah, for sure, and like not, but then he'll be like, yo, this is like, I'll be like, oh shit, okay, that's what you meant. It's like, okay, all right, let me, But like normally, like they do a really good job of like actually taking care of the talent, because like they know what we go through. And like you said, like now that Triple H is in charge and like he's been through it, he's, you know, been around forever. So it's like the boys are getting taken care of. And that's what at the end of the day matters.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, the Triple H, man. It's fucking,
he's a man.
Generation X, all that shit. Oh my God.
Yeah. Like the amount of times I got in trouble for telling teachers and students to like suck it. Yeah. But then I'm like, they're like, where'd you learn that? And I'm like, at my dad's work.
Fuck, dude. So so you love this for real. Sounds like you love it. Like you do it. I mean, not obviously with no money. That doesn't make any sense because you need a living. But for sure, it sounds like your goal is wrestling focused.
Definitely, I definitely want to like make my own like path in wrestling. Like I want to carve my own. What's it called? Like
legacy.
For sure.
Yeah.
I want to make my own, like, even though like the Mysterio legacy's there, I'm a third generation, but like I want to carve my own legacy with it. And I feel like I can do something totally different.
Yeah. No, dude, you're crushing it, man. So you, like alongside of it, I guess what I was kind of getting into the conversation about like salaries and money. Are you able to focus on, I mean, I guess the amount of work you're doing, you can't really focus on like building other stuff. Like you're not even concerned with that stuff right now.
No, because like also like I have my wife at home that like she also like takes care of me, like everything.
Beautiful.
Like when I got married, she just told me where to go and at what time.
That's a fucking
and what day.
That's a good wife.
She's a great wife.
Fuck.
And you see all the shit I do on TV. So like she's a trooper for sure. Like one of,
because I look at that and I'm like, damn, like do you ever catch like shit for that? But it's like it's part of the,
not at all, man. Because like she, like again, I've known her since I was 14. Like she's been my ride or die. And like half of the time, like when I was living in Tampa for 6 months in Canada, I didn't want to go to any of these places because I didn't want to leave her. I was like, I don't want to go do this. She's like, you have to go. She's like, you're not going to do anything else. She's like, you got to go. So I'm like, all right.
That's a real one.
She's a real one.
Where'd you find her?
Middle school.
Whoa.
Yeah. Middle school. We were both 14.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's like a fucking storybook fucking fairy tale.
Tall Portuguese girl.
She speak Portuguese?
She does not, but her dad does.
Yeah.
Fluent.
You ever go to Brazil?
No, I'd like to. Her family has like a house out in like the Azores and like so out there. So like I'd like to go visit, but like,
bro, Brazil is fucking beautiful.
Is it?
So nice.
Damn, I definitely love to go. I feel like the way we get free time is like we have a show in Paris coming up, so like we'll go to Paris and then I'll just take a couple days after. Because
Paris
like,
is so dirty, bro.
But like she's never been.
Okay, fair, yeah.
So like you got to do it that one time to like.
Yeah,
I've seen the Eiffel Tower. Let's get the fuck.
Where have you traveled that you like the most? That you thought was the best?
Oh, man, I feel like low key, I really enjoyed Belgium.
Belgium. I've been there.
Belgium was really nice.
Yeah,
and even like Osaka, Japan.
I love Japan. I haven't been to Osaka, but I've been to
Osaka. Was like, I remember I went to like this mall and like I had this water bottle from the hotel and I finished the water bottle and there was no trash cans anywhere. Bro. Because there was no trash anywhere. So I was like, what do I do? I had to like put it in my pocket. I was like, I don't want to. Japan's
one of my favorite places.
It was so beautiful out there. And the crowd, like, and that's my favorite thing about wrestling too, like wrestling in front of different crowds, like Japanese crowds, like German crowds.
Yeah, what are the Japanese crowds like? Because they got like, because what I've experienced when I was in Japan, everyone's super respectful. They're not loud at all.
Yeah.
So when you're wrestling, are they even? There must be.
Yeah,
loud.
they play along to. They're like a normal WWE crowd. Like I came out and they booed me. You had like the fact that I got booed from around the world. Like it's nuts. I walk out and I have Japanese people booing me out in the middle of Tokyo and Osaka. Like
That's cool.
It's crazy.
What about in India? What is that like?
India was definitely different because I had never traveled that long before. It was like 16 hours the first flight and then like another 5 hours just to get to Mumbai. But like when I got there, like the people were so nice and like kind and giving, like almost like they're like almost like no one makes the time to travel out there. So it's like they were just like, this is awesome that you're out here because like WWE is one of the biggest consumers in India. So it's like the fact that they're watching so much WWE and we got to go out there and we don't go out there very often. So they really took good care of us.
Yeah. So how'd you meet Felipe and the boys? Because when I DM'd you, were like, yo, they got to come on the pod. How'd you meet them?
I was actually, Felipe just kind of came up on my like Instagram and like, I feel like it just hit home with certain things that like he would do and like say, like growing up like Hispanic and like get my ass beat with a chancla and shit too. Like like it clicked. So like I followed him and we were doing this stuff when Raw was finally kicking off on Netflix. I told him, I was like, we need some Latinos out here, bro. I was like, come on. I was like, come hang, like come do something with us. Like just to get some culture out there. Like for me personally, I was like, I grew a fan of them. I was like, come on. I was like,
crazy.
Let's do
I missed
something.
that invite.
Yeah. And I was like,
why'd I miss that invite? What the fuck?
I mean,
you forgot who put them on, or what the fuck's going on here, bro? This is crazy. No, they're great. They're great. I'm talking shit, but they're great.
But yeah, they were. That's kind of like how it kind of came about with them.
Yeah. Okay. So wait, how long ago was this then?
That was in January. Yeah, when Raw first went on Netflix.
Did that change a lot? Like, when for you was it like, whoa, this shit's like when did your Instagram pop and you're like, whoa, this is a lot of attention?
I feel like when I started doing that stuff with like Rhea and then like kicking off like the stuff with Liv as well, like I feel like that's when my Instagram started like really taking off because
always
like,
girls, bro.
It's always the girls.
Oh, that's social media forever.
That's
how it's always been. I'm lifting girls, pop. Got girls in content, pop.
So I kind of like I understood that. So I was like, all right, let's play into this a little bit.
Yeah.
So we started playing with like, you know, the Daddy Dom stuff and then like all the pictures and it's like you see the traction. So it's like, let's just keep running with it. So it's like, why not?
And your wife, she just like, she knows it. She knows what it is.
She knows it's cool. But like also too, like she never watched wrestling. And like, even when she was with me, like she didn't know. She watches like my matches, but like she didn't like grow up watching it. So like to her, it's not like.
The audience has got to be mostly men, right? Obviously.
Honestly, it's a bit 50-50. It's like a little bit of everything. Cause like I've done meet and greets and it's like, I get anywhere from a 5-year-old to a 15-year-old kid to like a 40-year-old man to like 20-year-old girls. Like it's to 50, 60-year-old moms. Like I had a grandma hit on me at the airport. Like she like came up to me and was just like straight up just like, are you Dirty Dom? And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah.
So where do you get the most attention, you think, in public?
Honestly, like
for me, it's at gyms, obviously.
I think for us, it's at like airports.
Because
I think for like they know where we're gonna be at, so when we land, like they're already there, like waiting for us, like vultures. Yeah. Like, but also too, like I feel like I look crazy, so like I just stand I stand out.
You
like,
do have a specific look.
I have like a mullet mustache, and it's like even if you double take, it's like if you know anything of wrestling, like you might have an idea of who I am, and it's like it's like damn, that motherfucker looks crazy.
How has that been, like just adjusting to the sort of popularity?
Honestly, it hasn't been very hard, only because like again I grew up in it, like seeing it around my dad and like just constantly being around like us having breakfast, lunch, or even dinner wherever we were at, like fans would recognize him because of the tattoos. On vacation we would always have fans coming up to him, and now it's like it's different because it's up to me. but like I'm a bad guy. So like,
Do you ever play the bad guy in real life?
yeah, all the time.
Nah, no pictures. Fuck
All the
off.
time. Yeah. Yeah. I do meet and greets and like kids come up to me like, oh, hey, it's my birthday. I'm like, you know what's crazy? I'm like, everybody has a birthday.
Yeah, fuck.
Like you're not that special. Like let's move on with life here, you know? So like I definitely play
It's crazy.
into it.
That's how I feel about birthdays, period.
Everyone-
I hate celebrating
everyone's got 'em.
birthdays. Yeah, it's
Everyone's
not
got one.
special.
Yeah,
This
it's not.
is yours, don't mean
Yeah.
it's unique, buddy.
Yeah, you don't get a whole fucking month. You're lucky you get a day. But
Dude,
like
it's funny, you being a villain is funny because like just this is the first time I ever met you, but your vibe is so like it's so I guess I won't call it San Diego, but it's so relaxed, it's so chill. Like you're soft spoken, you're kind. You could tell just by meeting you. But you being a villain is like it's so opposite.
I flick a switch, dude.
Yeah.
Just, you know, it's all the things I kind of like don't get to do in real life that I
Yeah.
get to do as a like, dude, the amount of times I've seen kids at the airport just like, Dom, a picture? No. That's because it's like even too like the dads will send their kids as like a pawn to like sign it for them because like you know how that shit's gonna end up on eBay anyways. So it's like they'll send their kid and it's like, please, and it's like, no, I know that's for you. Like what? You're not man enough. Come over
That's
here.
like what
good
they would
sir.
send. People would do this is the weirdest shit I would ever got. People would send pictures to like of me to my gym in like a pamphlet. Be like, this is for my kid. Can you sign all these? I'm like,
no.
What the fuck is this?
What are you doing? But like, if you catch me, like, usually if I'm anywhere, like place of work, airport, around the arenas, anything, I'm a dick, huge dick. You're not gonna catch me stopping or signing anything. But
You're just stuck in character.
yeah, for sure. And that's like very old school of me because like a lot of the old school guys and like wrestlers are like always stayed in character.
Yeah. What's the word for that?
Kayfabe?
Okay, that's the word.
Kayfabe.
So that's like you just decide when you're gonna just stay in it.
Not necessarily. It's almost like if it's around work, like
Yeah.
I said, like arenas, airports, like I'll stay, like I'm Dirty Dom. But like if you catch me like just cruising or whatever, like here in like San Diego or where I live, like if you say what's up, like if I'm just shopping or whatever, like I'll like, yo, what's up, dude? Like saying like I am here, like super chill, like
Yeah.
I'll take a picture, whatever, super easy. But like you catch me out where there's a WWE event, anything nearby, you come to a meet and greet, you're getting Dirty Dom.
Yeah, I get it. Is there any way you want your character to go?
I
Like
mean,
when they start writing the stuff and you see it, how soon actually do you see sort of like what it is before you perform it?
day of.
Oh shit! So you gotta like you're really just on the fly.
Yeah, that's why it's like really like improv because like your promos, like you're not getting like week or even like 2-3 days. Like you're walking through the door, you're getting handed what you got to do, and like you got till doors, and then show
That
starts.
does make it way cooler. That makes it way more entertaining.
Yeah, because it's like if you watch I did promo on Monday, AJ Styles, I put him on blast. I'm gonna put him on blast again. He's stuttered the whole thing. I don't know if it was because my aura was just off the charts that he just
funny.
he literally, if you watch it back, he couldn't talk. He said into content. I'm like just laughing at him. I'm like, get it out, old man. Like,
Yeah,
you know, and that's live television.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing you could do about it.
Yeah.
Like we're live, pal. You know, like so like I love that shit.
That's so fucking funny. God damn, you're just better, man.
It's just I think I just grew up in it. That's
Yeah.
my thing. I like I don't know, man. I'm just so comfortable with it too. Like I don't want to like sound cocky or arrogant, but like it's just I've seen it my whole life.
Yeah.
You know, so like even in the ring too, like people like want to practice things, like I can, like if I can see it in my head, like I know I can do it in the ring. As weird as that sounds, like I know, like you tell me, like I can just do it.
What hurts the most?
Believe it or not, I would say like if you're not used to running the ropes will instantly like bruise your whole back because like it's real rope and like your back's not used to like, especially where it's lined up. It's like upper trap and then like right in the middle. So it's like, and the way they tighten them, it's like pretty solid. So like, and the only way to make it look good is if you run them, if you hit those ropes hard.
So you're talking about when they're going
back and forth. Okay. Yeah, that's that shit hurts.
That's no good.
No,
because dude, I seen like how they have the announcer, like the people who are speaking, and then going through those tables
for sure.
Like I thought that would hurt the most.
Honestly, it's the little things that hurt more because like you don't really like you take these like big bumps. Like Damien Priest took that big bump from like inside of the ring all the way through those two tables. Like that shit's gotta hurt, but like I'm sure like a bare chop to the chest from a 6'7" Scottishman is gonna sting a little bit more than just because like your adrenaline's pumping, so like you're not gonna like I'm sure the next day that'll hurt, but like in the moment it's not really like.
So you get tired?
Yeah, for sure. I always say in-ring cardio is different than you can be a marathon man and run 10 miles in a day or whatever, but like you come in the ring and have a match, it's a different beast.
Is it because you have to like put a face on at the same time?
It's because of everything that everything you're doing matters. Like if I punch you or if I hit you with something or do anything to you, you have to like your movements and what you're doing and like how you're doing it, like reacting, everything is like taking energy out of what you're doing. Like facials, everything drains you. So it's like you're constantly like on the move, on the go, like because every angle there's a camera on you or a person watching you or something. So like you're always just.
What about the chairs? Did the chairs actually hurt?
They're real steel chairs.
Yeah, they're real chairs.
Yeah,
dude, I've always wanted to hit someone with a chair, bro. So bad. I've just dreamed of that.
It's definitely not something that's fun. I'll tell you what. Next time when you get some free time, Google me getting Kendo. I got Kendo crucified.
Put it up here.
Dom Mysterio kendo sticks. I got tied between the ropes, and they just hit me with kendo sticks in like
Kendo, Kendo.
Yeah. There you go. This is before Dirty Dom became Dirty Dom, and like they shortened it down, but I took 30 hits to my chest and my back, and like none of that's makeup. Like my body is just wrecked.
Wait, they hit you 30 times?
Yeah. And this was during the pandemic, so there was no like crowd. Like those were all like plants. He just wrecked me.
So do you think those hurt the most? Like what items hurt the most?
I don't like kendos. I'll take a steel chair or like go through a table, but like like that kendo stick, like my body was just absolutely destroyed.
So what's the maybe I'm naive on this, but what's like the number one title to win?
The world title.
Okay. So who has that right now?
Jey Uso. So there's two. So there's the World Heavyweight Championship, which is on Raw, and then you have the WWE Undisputed Championship, which is the one Cena just won.
And is Cena like done, or like how does this work?
So after December 31st, whatever is the last show, he's done. He's not going to wrestle anymore after. Ever. So like if you're seeing him wrestle now, this is like the last time you're ever going to see him wrestle.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're never going to see him again.
You're never going to see him again. He's like, living the gimmick now.
Like actually though.
Yeah.
It's not like
No, I think he's actually done. That's why he's doing like this whole like, he started off as with the Cena farewell tour.
There was this whole like weird, like The Rock didn't show up. He said he was like in Hawaii or some shit.
Yeah.
What was that? And then Travis came out instead.
I think it was like the whole, because they wanted The Rock to come out at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. That dude's fucking so busy filming so much stuff. Like he probably just didn't get cleared. And also like he's probably filming a $1 billion movie somewhere. And it's like, what is it? Like, why would this film, I like risk him getting hurt to come do like one spot at WrestleMania when it's like, that's just that's my thought.
Cause there's always like that John Cena Rock beef thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's always going to be there, but like The Rock's, he's the final boss.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to keep coming back.
I mean, I would hope so. Every time The Rock comes back, I mean, business is always booming when Rock's around.
Yeah. That's crazy. Cause they were telling us when we were there, they were like Stone Cold was here.
Yeah.
And they were saying that The Rock was supposed to be here and then he just never popped out and Travis came out instead. Cause that was supposed to be The Rock, right?
I guess, I don't know. So like stuff like that, we don't know. Like we just know what we're going to do. Like we don't know like other people's stuff, like they keep it so hush hush.
Like when the celebrities or whatever are gonna pop out too.
Yeah, even like surprises and stuff. Like even if The Rock was gonna come out, we wouldn't have they would have kept Rock in like a bus, and like 2 minutes before he was actually gonna come out, he would have started making his way out. So like he would have been hidden all day.
Damn, they're good with the storyline.
I remember that happened to me one time. It was during a SummerSlam, and I forgot who was gonna come out. It might have been like Brock Lesnar or something, but like I was just standing and it's called Gorilla, where it's like we're right before we walk out through the curtain, there's like a little area like this with the monitors and stuff. And like, let's say those doors are like, we go out and there's a crowd.
Yeah.
So this place would be called Gorilla. So like I was right outside Gorilla and just watching through the monitor. And then I see just like a bunch of security guards and Brock walks by and I was like, oh shit. So like they had him hidden all day and then he came out did this spot for SummerSlam. So like, that's how they do it. They like keep everything like super hush hush hidden.
Yeah.
Until like it's time.
That makes it way better.
Yeah. So they don't, none of the secrets get spilled So
how do I get into wrestling? I think I could beat you.
You think you could beat me?
Yeah.
I mean, you 260?
Yeah. I think that's like a guaranteed win, right?
I got long legs, dog. You got to catch me first.
I feel like you just kicked me in the fucking face.
I'm out of here. Hit you with the quick super kick and I'm booking it.
Bro, the kicks are the most impressive thing to me. And then obviously the high flying stuff, but the kicks, when I watch the kicks happen, I'm like, these fools are getting kicked in the face, bro.
We're getting straight up kicked in the face. Like every now and then, like I'll come home and I got like black eyes and like scratches all over my face, but it's like shit's bound to happen. Like it's not for us. It's like whenever someone gets hurt or something, they're like, well, it's not ballet.
Yeah.
You know,
do they tell you what you like can and can't? Like, are you restricted on your social media? Like you have to post certain things?
Yes and no. Obviously, like I can't like be posting heinous stuff like me going crazy and like,
oh yeah, of course.
But like I can post whatever I want necessarily. But like with stuff like for example, with the Wheatley vodka, like I was asked to do a social post for it. So like I posted it, but like normally everything that I post goes through like me and stuff like, but like TikTok and stuff, like they run it. Cause like, I don't really have TikTok. Like I never understood it. So they just kind of do it for me. But like everything that I already had that I grew myself was just like X and Instagram. So like I kind of just do whatever on there.
What do you enjoy doing the most in your free time?
Man,
like outside of wrestling, what actually makes you happy?
Dude, I love I'm such a homebody.
You're like me.
Like I love my wife and I she's never seen any of the Marvel movies. So I like sat her down and like put her through the entire like Marvel Cinematic Universe. And we're just binging it and like getting her like to actually understand what's going on and like making her a nerd. Yeah. Like, yeah. I'm like,
you excited for the Doom one?
I've never seen the Dooms.
You never seen any of them?
No.
Oh, it's going to be nuts, dude.
Are they good?
Yeah. This one's going to be crazy.
Okay.
He's like the final boss, low key.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's going to be good. You'll love it.
I got to check it out.
Well, it's coming out. It's going to come out. I mean, it's comics, obviously.
Yeah.
But the Doctor Doom thing's going to be nuts.
Oh,
the shit that's coming out.
You said Doom. I thought you said Dune.
No. Doom is a different.
Like Doctor Doom.
Yeah, Doctor Doom. Yeah. No, not
like,
Dune.
No, I've never seen the Dune.
No, Dune
movies.
is a different movie. Those are great movies, by the way.
No, I've never seen that. Okay, I'll check those out. But yeah, dude, I'm stoked for the Doctor Doom stuff.
It's gonna be nuts because apparently they filmed it with like even DC people. Like they filmed like this whole. I guess it's gonna be a whole mashup of shit.
Yeah, dude, I think it's gonna be like. I think it's perfect timing because, like I said, I'm getting my wife into all of it. So like the hype that they have with like Robert Downey coming in as like Doom and like with the Fantastic Four and Pedro Pascal, like I think that like depending on how Fantastic Four is, I think is gonna depend on how Doom goes.
Did you watch the Thunderbolts one? They had like
I haven't seen it yet.
I just watched it. It was really good. They just had at the end of it, they had like a sneak into the Fantastic Four basically starting.
What is it?
They just showed the ship coming and it had the Fantastic Four on it at the end. It was like the end credit. Spoilers, sorry guys.
I don't care. Give me ruin the spoilers.
No, you haven't seen it yet. You got to watch that.
I got to watch it.
It's like Thunderbolts and they changed it to New Avengers or whatever. But so you're like a nerd then.
In a way, yeah. For sure.
You look at the homebody I am. I put my studio at my house.
You're like, I don't want to go nowhere. Yeah. Dude, I feel that. If I ever do it, I'm gonna do it like this. So people come to me.
Yeah, put the ring and put everything wrestling in your house.
Yeah.
You don't have any stuff like that yet?
Nah, house ain't big enough yet.
Yeah.
But like I think eventually like I don't know if I'd like to have a ring, but like I don't know. I feel like I'd like to like help in some way, you know, like with like a school or something, like in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. I definitely love to like give back in that way because I feel like that I have so much knowledge from people that like have been in this business for so long that people wouldn't expect for me to like be giving that kind of advice. Like, you know,
well, it makes sense. I mean, you fucking literally grew up in it.
Yeah.
Like that's, I mean, some of the legends, man. Eddie Guerrero, like, that dude was fucking.
He's a man.
Yeah, real shit. God, my fucking childhood is so. I'm such a nerd. It's like fucking video games, wrestling, working out. So you just like you just chill.
Yeah.
Outside of it.
I just chill at home. I like to stay active and work out.
So it's family. Outside of it's family.
Yeah, like very homebody. Stay home, watch movies. I love my dog. Like I got a little boxer pity.
Yeah.
Like she's the best. Like play video games, build Legos, and
what video games?
Dude, I've been on a Fortnite and Call of Duty grind.
You not Rivals?
I was on Marvel's I was on Rivals, but like
he loves that shit.
He's on it. He's the one that got me on.
Who do
it.
you mean?
Whoa, me too. What the fuck?
I'm a Punisher guy because I can't get anybody else. So I'm like,
that's fair.
I just stick me with the guns.
What was your peak? What was your rank? Did you play like ranked?
Daniel, did you peak? What is your?
Oh, okay. I'm better. Cool. I love that. Grandmaster. I'm Celestial. It's okay.
But no, I'm a big Tekken guy too. Like the boys in the locker room will like they'll set up like the Alienware laptop and we'll like get down to some Tekken. So like yeah, it just depends.
So it sounds like you just have fun, man.
Yeah,
what a life.
Just chill, have fun, try to enjoy the little things because like we're not gonna be around forever. So it's like even like with wrestling too, like everyone like stresses about their matches and stuff. Like I just go out there and have fun, man. Just
it looked that way for real.
Yeah, and that's because that's genuinely what it is.
Yeah. Well, dude, I appreciate you. I know you got to do the airport thing. What else do you have planned? I guess so. So wait, you're flying to where right now?
I go home, pack, and then fly to St. Louis for Backlash.
Okay. And then when are we going to be able to do either the steel chair or when can I do some wrestling shit with you?
Dude, if you want to do some wrestling shit, we'll have to set it up properly and like maybe fucking get you out to the PC where there's like
I'll bring the boys too.
Yeah, if we're gonna do it right, we'll set you up at the PC because at the PC, the Performance Center in WWE, they have like this area where there's 4 rings. So like there's the main ring and then there's like a practice ring where you can do like crazy stuff to practice where like it's like foam, like a foam pit basically.
Yeah.
So like you won't get hurt and then you can go and try it in the real ring. So like maybe we can set something up to like get you guys out to Orlando and like
I'm dead. I'm
like
so serious. I want to do it so bad.
Yeah.
Do they? Because like how does WWE like? What's their view of like the social media thing? Like
I think it just depends if they reach out to you.
Okay.
Like because I know like, or even like the Logan thing. I don't even know how that came about. I'm sure Logan was crazy enough to be like, I want to do this and like had someone reach out. But like I'm sure we can get you in. We'll see if Money in the Bank on June 7th when we come to the Intuit Dome.
Yeah, I have to go see that.
Yeah, we'll see what we can get you linked in there.
That'd be sick. Okay, I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
thank you so much for coming, man.
Of course. Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah, you're fucking solid dude.